can lead to a long and happy life. And for this 105-year-old in Cincinnati, the two big ones are the Bengals and whiskey. Today, Flo Hackman's birthday party was filled with plenty of both as she watched the Bengals beat the Vikings in overtime and sip Fireball whiskey.
My mother lived to be, what was it?
104.
100, huh?
104.
104. So I guess I got it from her because my father and all the men, they died young. I don't know what we do to men, but they don't live as long as the women.
Flo says she stays young by drinking a Fireball cocktail every day before dinner and working out daily on her exercise bike. Quaker Oats is recalling more than 24 of its granola bars and granola cereal because the products may be contaminated with salmonella. Overall, the company is recalling 25 types of chewy bars, 10 types of granola bars, and 8 types of granola cereal. The company says if people have any of the products, they should throw them out immediately. And a small act of kindness making a huge impact at the most unexpected place. 2 weeks after Bailey Warren got engaged, she was on a long drive when she made a stop at a Gallia County rest stop. She took her engagement ring off to wash her hands and forgot to put it back on. Bailey made a Facebook post to try and track down her lost ring, and that's when Cody Warren came along.
I was washing my hands and I looked up by the mirror and there was the ring sitting there. The next day, I was in Gauthreaux again and looking on Facebook, and I seen all the shares from Bailey looking for her ring, and I got her phone number and I gave her a call and I said, well, I guess tonight's your lucky night. And she kind of broke down a little bit and she's like, please tell me you have my ring. And I said, yeah, I got it.
I think I underestimated my community a little bit and Facebook. Who knew that would be like the saving grace right there?
And Bailey offered Cody reward money for his good deed, but he declined, saying finding the ring was reward enough. And if you're a fan of Home Alone, then this experience might be the one for you. The Plaza Hotel in New York City is offering a Home Alone 2 package. Guests can do almost everything Kevin McAllister does in the movie, including a 4-hour limousine ride to see the Empire State Building, Rockefeller Center, Radio City Music Hall, and more. And of course, a 16-scoop sundae complete with the toppings Kevin orders from room service.
The package celebrates really one of the most iconic holiday movie moments, that we capture here at the Plaza.
And if you want the full Kevin McAllister experience in the Royal Suite, where the movie was filmed, well, it's going to cost you $50,000 a night.
And to reserve that room, you can dial 1-800-759-3000. The Plaza Hotel, that's the real Plaza phone number. It's burned in my memory because I used to watch that movie all the time as a kid.
It's been a while since I've seen it.
Well, anytime we ate pizza, I don't know why, we always watched Home Alone or Ninja Turtles, but that number, and I had the Talk Boy too. The Talk Boy little thing. In fact, I was listening to some old radio shows I did back in the early 90s with that thing. It was a great toy.
I bet it was.
Yeah, and you're going to need a big toy, like maybe a Jeep or something over the next couple days. Now, it's not going to be that bad, but the roads are wet outside, and it's going to be a little bit snowy perhaps in some spots. Now, we're not going to expect that much snow, but yeah, it's going to be a little snowy moving into at least Monday. Here's the breakdown over the next few days. Tonight, we're looking at rainfall, and that'll continue into the morning hours. By Sunday, you're going to see rain in the morning, but generally fairly dry once we get into the afternoon. And then we get that taste of winter on Monday. By Monday morning, some light snow, a lot colder as well. A little bit colder than average, but temperatures are going to struggle to get above freezing, and with the moisture in place, we're going to be seeing some snow. Hey, there's a Jeep right there, and there's some wet roads, but this is Greenville, where it's actually raining at the moment. It wasn't raining in Troy earlier, but it's raining out here. In Dayton, at least at the airport at the moment, not recording any rainfall. 51 degrees with winds out of the south-southeast around 13 miles per hour, again, bringing in that warm air, and it's pretty cloudy. In fact, some of the thickest cloud covers over the Buckeye State at the moment. It's not as thick as you move off to the west, but you have to go all the way out to Kansas City to see some clear skies. So much of the Midwest looking at some cloudy conditions, and the rain is coming. You can see some of the heaviest rain actually coming in on the eastern side of Indiana into Ohio, and so you have some of those heavier pockets, and that's why, in fact, if you're in Greenville, you might see kind of a heavy pocket of rain there. Again, not seeing any lightning on here, and I wouldn't be surprised if there was a flash or two, but because it is pretty mild. But generally, we're looking at just some wet conditions. And again, some of the heaviest pockets right here. Looks like, yeah, just west of Greenville. See a little bit of orange there, also near Camden. Now, the futurecast shows the rain continues overnight. There's some good coverage as we move into the overnight hours. Here's a look at 2 a.m. It does let up a bit, but not completely. Here's a look at 8 a.m. You're still dealing with some showers, and then it tapers off into the rest of the afternoon. In fact, might even see a little sunshine trying to peek through. We're going to keep some cloud cover with us, though. Into the evening, dry. Now, Monday. Here's a look at Monday morning around 9 a.m. You start to see a little bit of blue here. And then this continues into the afternoon. I would say the late morning and into the early afternoon will be our best chance for snow coverage. Now, as we move into the evening hours, you'll still see a little bit of snow perhaps, and maybe even some fat flakes, but not for everybody as we move into the evening hours Monday and then early Tuesday morning. So how much snow are we going to see? Right now, most likely about 3/4 of an inch is what we're forecasting. There could be some localized higher amounts, probably a better chance of snow north of Dayton, but this is about how much we'll see, and we'll see how we change that moving into Monday. 43 degrees for the low tonight, scattered showers, and as we head into Monday, the real risk is going to be as the temperature drops Monday evening, then we could look at a little bit of sticking. So as we get a little bit closer, we'll have a little bit better idea of what to expect, but you can definitely expect snow Monday and then dry into next week.
Without warning, a man's car went up in flames in his apartment parking lot. What he hopes people watching learn from his nightmare to get his insurance to cover the cost.